Hello friends, in this video I am going to teach you how to apply VLOOKUP in Excel. For this I have already prepared a dummy data for your reference. This data I have divided into two parts. First part is the data which is highlighted with this blue color, and the second part is the data which is highlighted with this brown color. So first I'll explain what is this data about, like why I have divided this data into two groups. So the data in this blue color is our raw data. It means I have highlighted or listed the marks of few students like student A, B, C, D like, and marks obtained by each student in subject maths, English and science. And in this last column I have calculated the total marks obtained by each student. Now with the help of this data we will apply the VLOOKUP in this brown highlighted data. Okay, so let's begin with the main topic. First of all, why we can apply the VLOOKUP in Excel, or what is the use of this VLOOKUP in Excel. I will just explain in brief why we can apply or what is the use of this VLOOKUP in Excel. For example, in this cell B3 I have created a drop down list for the names of these students. If we click here H, it means I have selected the student name H. So once I click student name H, we can see that the marks obtained by each student or the student H in the each subject will automatically highlight here. Okay. Similarly, if we change the student name from H to K, we can see that immediately all the marks from each subject will change accordingly. So how this happen? This is with the help of VLOOKUP formula, which you can see in this formula bar. So I have applied VLOOKUP formula for each and every cell where we want the desired output. Okay, now I will explain you from the scratch how we can apply the VLOOKUP formula. So first of all, I will delete all the data from these cells so that you will not get confused. Okay, basically the first question which comes in your mind is that where we can find the VLOOKUP on the Excel screen. There are two methods to find the VLOOKUP. First is that just press equal to sign anywhere on the cell where you want to apply the VLOOKUP formula, and just press the VLOOKUP. Okay, you can see that one pop-up will appear. Double click on this and you can see there are total 4 arguments which we can apply in this VLOOKUP formula. So this is first method, and another method is that we have to go to the formulas tab on the ribbon, and under lookup and reference we can find the VLOOKUP. Okay, if we click on this, we can see function argument dialog box will appear on the screen. Here also we can see that there are 4 arguments we have to fill in to successfully apply the VLOOKUP formula. I will explain all these 4 arguments one by one with the example. Okay, so these are the two methods by which we can find the VLOOKUP on the Excel screen. Now we will see how we can apply practically this VLOOKUP formula. For this I will select the student name as G. Okay, and so first method we will see with the help of this formula tab. Okay, so we have already in the formula tab, and once we click on this lookup and references, we can see all the lookup and reference functions, and out of this list of functions we have to just click on the VLOOKUP. Okay, so our first argument is lookup value. It means this is the value which we are going to look in this table. Okay, so we have selected student name as G. Okay, but where is the student name G? It is in the cell B3. Okay, so for this we will select this B3. It means we will look the value which is available in the cell B3. Now the table array. Table array, it means from which table we are going to find the lookup value. So this is our blue highlighted table. So I have selected the entire table. Now our third argument is column index number. It means from which column we are going to find the lookup value. Okay, so we are going to find the marks obtained by maths. Okay, so the maths marks are listed in the second column. Okay, so we will write 2 here, and last argument is range lookup. It means we have to select either true or false in this argument. So true is for the closest match or the approximate match, or false is for the exact match. Okay, you can find the definition here for each argument, and in this case we have to find the exact match. Exact match means we have to find the exact value which is appropriate for the lookup value. So we will write here as false. Okay, and just click on the OK button. We can see that the marks obtained in the subject maths for the student G are now reflected here. Okay, we can cross check here in this table. Okay, for the student G, the marks obtained for this student in the subject maths are 70. Okay, it means our output is correct. Now we will see second method to find the marks obtained by student G in the subject English. Okay, so the second method is just press equal to sign and type VLOOKUP. We can also press tab button on the keyboard. Okay, these are the same arguments which we have previously seen in the table format or the dialog box. So the lookup value will be same cell, the cell B3 which we want to look. Here we can press comma. Okay, our first one point I want to mention here is that, which is very important point, the argument which we are currently mentioning in this formula is highlighted with this bold letters. Okay, now first argument we have entered, we will enter or press comma button on the keyboard. Now we can see here the second argument is highlighted here with the blue letters. So the second argument is table array. We want to find the value for the student G in the subject English from this table. It means we have to select this entire table. Okay, again we will press comma and here column index number. Okay, so we are going to find the marks from the English, which is the third column from our table. So we will enter 3 here, and for the fourth argument we will select here as a false. Okay, and we will just close the bracket and press enter. We can see that marks obtained by student G are now reflected in the cell D3. Okay, we can cross check marks obtained by student G in the cell D3 are 52. Okay, so this is our correct output. Similarly, we can find the marks obtained by student G in the subject science. So here science is in the fourth column, so we will enter 4 in the column index number, and instead of false we can also write a number 0. So we can write number 1 for the true, which is approximate match, and number 0 for the false, which is exact match. Okay, so 61. Okay, this is also correct output, and once again we will find the marks obtained or the total marks obtained by student in the selected cell B3. Okay, so this total we can also find with the help of some formula, but here in this video we are specifically learning the VLOOKUP topic, so I am using VLOOKUP formula only to find these marks. This total is listed in the fifth column, so we will write 5 in the third argument and 0 in the fourth argument. Okay, So our entire output is correct for the student G. Now we have already applied the drop down button here. So if we change the student name, for example, from G to L, we can see that our output will also change accordingly. Okay, once again, if we want to cross check, we can cross check. Okay, so the marks obtained by student L in the subject maths 65, it is correct. English 87, it is correct. Science 65, it is correct. And total marks 270, it is correct. Similarly, we can also change from L to H, and similarly we can get the output with the help of this VLOOKUP formula. That's all from this video. Thank you. Have a great time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, hit like button and share with your friends. If you have any questions, suggestions or feedback, do let us know through your comments. And most important, subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get notifications about our newly uploaded videos.